What is going on, everybody? Depraved Slash here, and we are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are
HellaDepraved.
And we are fresh off of our, dinner. And
tear stream.
Before that, our tear stream, it was amazing.
Or next to last, yeah.
Next to last. It's been a ride.
It's coming together. All 66.
8 more to go. And for those of you that don't know, Bingx was ranked S tier on that list.
Hell yeah.
I have reacted to everything Bingx has dropped, and at least tried to have done so in a decent amount of time.
Right.
I try to get to same day, if not next day. This is one that took a couple days.
Yeah.
But only because it somehow snuck past us. I did not get a notification for this.
I saw it an hour after it dropped and mentioned it, but at that point we were already inundated with the rest of our schedule. And that had nothing to do with this reaction channel. That was just the schedule for this weekend was crazy.
Right.
So, yes.
But I have been patiently waiting, impatiently.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not the word I'd use.
To listen to the song. Everything I have heard from Bingx is just straight fucking fire.
Have seen a couple tweets on this, and it is supposedly a pretty deep track. So, well, again, I'm psyched.
The track is called Thoughts of a Grown Man, and if you see next to A, it originally said wise, and it was scribbled out and said grown. So, I'm interested to see how this goes.
Right.
Bingx, again, is, in my opinion, the best artist.
Well-rounded artist
on this platform.
Yep.
So.
All right. I'm excited.
All right.
You ready?
I
see you hyping yourself up over there.
Let's see what he's coming with. Let's see who's coming with. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
I've been ready. I've been waiting.
Lies. I was sitting here before you.
Yeah, that's only because it makes my back hurt to sit here.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bingx, Thoughts of a Grown Man. Let's get it.
Moving so fast for so long, forgot what it's like to slow down, enjoy the small things, got lost in a fight. The truth is I'm fucking blessed, got many...
Already. And guys, I forgot to mention this like we normally do. We are going to react to this as if you have already seen it. If you have not seen it, please click the link in the description below. Go watch it, come back, because we will be pausing it quite a bit.
Right.
Like and sub.
To him. And then us.
I love how he's already starting this off.
Right.
Because this is something that I have struggled with in the past until... And this is an opportunity to tell you guys the story. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. One day I was driving home. I was probably in some of the lowest moments in my life, aside from when I was a teenager, as an adult. It was snowing. And I don't know if you guys do this. I know I do. She's told me she's done this on occasion as well. But when it's actually actively snowing and you're driving, the snow has this tendency to come towards your car and go up and over your windshield, over the car. Some of them will stick to the window, but very often the wind flow carries it over. Now, when I used to do that when I was younger, or when that used to happen when I was younger, I would pretend I was in like Star Trek or Star Wars when you're going through light speed. And just a mind state I get in to honestly just cope with the fucking drive because I hate driving. Now,
and I hate driving in snow even more.
I actually like driving in snow.
I hate it.
Now, with that being said, there was one day I had gotten off of work. It was 4 o'clock in the morning, something like that. I've always worked nights pretty much my entire life. I was driving down the road, and there was something inside of me, and I was actually on the highway. It was an empty highway, guys. And I say that because of what happened. I get this just sudden urge to pull over to the side and get out. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. It was just like I was having a very bad day, really deep depression type shit. I get out of the car. I pull over to the shoulder of the highway. I get out of the car, and I'm actually on an overpass. And I happen to stop, stare out over the edge, and looked off in the distance. And the overpass actually kind of surveyed over a neighborhood. And the neighborhood had all their Christmas lights up, a couple street lamps, a lot of lights were on, period. And all you see is just this beautiful scene of again just
Very picturesque.
a light snowfall. It wasn't like blizzarding or anything like that, but like all of those snow was just resting on the rooftops and the trees, and it was just a very beautiful sight mixed in with the Christmas lights, which I'm not even a fan of Christmas, but sometimes
The
it can
lights
be
are pretty.
very pretty. And I had this thought, and it's something that actually helped me. It was almost like a thought that started the change of turning into who I am today. And it was one of those things where I thought about it, and I was like, it's so funny that when driving the car, the snow was just blowing past. And I compared that snow to like things in life.
Right.
Whether it's conversations that you have with people, seeing sights,
anything really.
just anything, conversations, people, all just flying past because you're so focused on getting from where you are to where you want to be that sometimes you really need to stop what you're doing and look at it from a different perspective and
slow down
and really take it in. Honestly, one of the favorite things I've ever got to experience in life, because it was just one of those mind-changing moments that it was like, you know, again, you're just watching everything pass by, and if you just stop and look at the beauty that is actually going on around you,
right,
how inspiring it can be.
And that's not to be like anti-motivational, because it's definitely important to keep your end goal in mind and to work towards it. But society has taught us that the things to place value on are money and status and a higher paying position, and so many people put their all into that stuff that they don't even take time to appreciate the things that they do have right then, including family, friends, kids. You know, I mean, if you're so exhausted from working to achieve something that you're not taking the time, and then your 2-year-old is 15, there's a problem. There's a problem. And I do get the struggle to put food on the table, to make sure that they eat and they have clothes and so on. But there are moments in time that you need to stop, slow down, make sure you're there to tuck them in at night. Whatever those small moments that you hold close to you are, to remember that things are more precious than money and fame and so on and so forth.
Right.
Moving so fast for so long, forgot what it's like to slow down, enjoy the small things. Got lost in a fight. The truth is, I'm fucking blessed. Got many options in life. And when I'm stressed out, well, I can always talk to the mic. See, I got little homies winning, and it make me happy. But winning brings about an ego, and it's far from classy. You went from being my amigo who listened to me to just waiting until I'm finished talking so you could say shit at me. And I'm not trying to sun you up and belittle your truth.
I have to say something about that. One of my favorite things that I've ever heard is a real listener is not formulating their response while they're listening. Don't listen just to think of what you're going to say. You have to actually take the time to listen to what someone is saying.
Right.
And then it's okay to pause afterwards to formulate your own thoughts on the matter. But, you know, you're not actually listening if you're thinking what you're going to say. That's not how it works.
Right.
Talking so you could say shit at me. And I'm not trying to sun you up and belittle your truth, but I got knowledge you could turn into wisdom in you. I see the similarities between you and I, and bro, between you and I led a declivitous youth. And nowadays I know I never move without fall. The most imperfect man will be the one without flaws. So if you perfect, I can't really be around y'all. But how dare you tell him I'm plotting on your downfall? I do my own thing, got love for myself. And I don't have a friend who tells me money is wealth. Y'all always partying, that shit just fuck with my health. You ask me what I'm doing, I got nothing to tell. So I ain't worried about what you thinking.
I like that. You always ask me what I'm doing, I got nothing to tell. I ain't doing shit.
Right.
I'm spending time with my loved ones and doing music.
Right. What
That's
I
it.
need to do. I like the y'all partying. That just fuck with my health. Yeah, it's true. I feel the same way. But the most imperfect man will be the one that's perfect. however he phrased that, that's amazing. And that is so true.
Right.
That is so true. You can't be an actual man and think you're perfect.
No.
Because, like he said, he crossed out the wise. But a wise man does know that he knows jack shit. I mean...
Who was it that said that? Was it Lil Wayne?
I don't remember.
Yeah, a song we just reacted to not long ago.
But it is also a saying that's gone around. It's just one of those things. Like, everybody, if they take time to reflect on it and they've done some self-realization and are trying to become a better person and mature, will realize that they have flaws.
Right.
That's how you work on them. You don't just pretend they're not there. You know?
You ask me what I'm doing, I got nothing to tell. So I ain't worried about what you thinking, what you drinking, where you been at, or who you fucking. For the weekend, the world's shallow, surface smart so nothing sinks in. Only know a few that's steady conscious of the deep end. Like why would I invest my time into me keeping good relations with ones who I don't meet, who I ain't feeding? That shit they feed off, that's self-defeating. You can't appease a person taking without giving. Ain't no one can please them. I've been...
And that's something I want to add on to that I kind of agree with. I've never been the type of person that... Okay, first off, I'm introverted. Okay, I don't talk a whole lot anyways. But when I do, unless it's with her, which even then a lot of times it still is this way with her, I'm somebody that doesn't like to talk unless I have something to talk about that's meaningful. And I say that because, and he was just talking about, I don't want to hear you talk about who you fucked,
Yeah.
what you're doing,
What you're drinking.
what you're drinking, all this.
I was sitting here kind of smirking like, yeah.
And I'm the same way. If I'm getting to know somebody or I'm talking to somebody, I don't care about all that. I want to know where your life's at. I want to know what your dreams are, what it is that you're trying to accomplish. All this other shit, like, I don't care who you're fucking. I don't care what you're drinking. That's all temporary.
Well, I don't want small talk.
No.
I'm so introverted. I'm actually more introverted than he is. And I'm sure some of y'all can tell. And I talk even less. I mean, you at least go to work. I'm not talking to people most of the day or talking at all. But small talk is the most boring and awkward thing that I can think of. Like, just getting to know someone, I don't care about any of that stuff. But, you know, if you want to discuss psychological habits, traits, attributes, deep metaphysical conversations, I don't care. It's just something that actually tells me who you are and your thought process. I grew up in a place and have family members that associate value on wealth, labels. They'll money drop. I don't care. I do not care. Does not matter to me one bit. I don't associate human value on a monetary price.
Right.
So any of that stuff is just, yeah.
That's self-defeating. You can't appease a person taking without giving. Ain't no one can please them. I've been the bad guy more times than I can count in this life. But being human means I turn some shit around in this life. And what I'm building ain't a soul could tear it down in this life. But the fact I have to think that way is so astounding. It's like I gotta build defenses before I even work on a house. Then put my armor on. Even when I work from the house, I walk on.
Okay, all right. I mean, it is sad to say that in order to make it through and keep your stability mentally, you got to build your boundaries first. And you got to make sure that they're strong. Because so many people will feed on you or off of you or attack you. So
And also more so in today's day and age where you're on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And people are way more willing when they're not face to face with somebody to run their fucking mouths.
Right.
And
well, that's why I think he was saying building his house, he has to put his armor on. I mean, even just building his fan base.
he said, put my armor on and I don't even leave the house.
Oh, well, I mean, me neither.
Right.
I can understand that.
this life. But the fact I have to think that way is so astounding. It's like I gotta build defenses before I even work on a house. Then put my armor on, even when I work from the house. I walk on eggshells, speaking fluid sentences. Cause if I don't, some fuckboy will probably put some words in my mouth. In this generation, empathy's maintained by the age. There's no accountability when people make a mistake. They'll point a finger at a stranger trying to shame and disgrace. But when they're put under the telescope, they pray for some grace. And now communication skills are what you say on a...
Oh my god, dude.
That's on point. That's
So
exceptionally true.
basically people are quick to judge, but when you turn your vision back on them, they're like, please understand.
Right.
Please understand.
But also the accountability thing. It's not something that we're really teaching well anymore. And therefore, instead of saying, dude, you're right, I fucked up, and realizing that it was your mistake, no matter why you made the mistake, no matter what your train of thought, no matter the situation, it was still your mistake. So much now is, well, this made me do it, that made me do it, this influenced me, that influenced me. Yeah, that's great and all, but that's not a valid excuse to not just say, you're right, I fucked up, and then work to change it.
Right.
I mean, I have more respect for someone who'll do that than I do for, well, you gotta understand. Yeah, I heard that.
I gotta understand shit.
Yeah. I mean, the sad thing is I'm an empath, so I do understand. I don't condone it. I don't agree with you. I do know where you're coming from, though. That still doesn't mean that you should not stop and say, you're right. Or, go and think about it and then come back and say you're right, because I know I'm right.
And they're put under the telescope, they pray for some grace. And now communication skills are what you say on a page. They'll strip the love from wisdom, taint it and replace it with hate. Black and white are two opinions, but that gray come in shades. And people show they true colors when they blame shit on race. See, where I'm at is I got family all around me, and they're all unique. Color, shape, and size can vary, character is all I need. People who want views and followers just seek attention. I'd be happy if the ones I love, the only ones who follow me. My vision changing, bitch, I got credentials, but I don't need to be a star for me to be influential. I can touch a heart through art, help it reach its potential, and do it from afar, keep the credits all confidential.
I'll give him props too. He can
Hell
touch
yeah.
people through art. Because I'll tell you now, what's that song I always have on repeat? I know most of the words of the song. I don't remember the name of the song off the top of my head.
Oh, crap. You're asking me. I'm even worse with words. I know what
Damn
you're
it,
thinking
Bingx.
about,
I rank it as like probably my second most inspirational song behind Eminem's "Lose Yourself," in terms of just getting motivated.
Right.
Big deal.
That's right.
I think is what it's called. Dude, I'll have that song on repeat just to get through work.
Yeah.
Like
For hours.
if I need motivation,
He'll come home and he'll be all hype, and I'm like, you were listening to Bingx, weren't you?
I'll listen to it on the way
Yeah.
home before we're getting ready to get a reaction. Like if I just had a day where like I'm exhausted,
He's exhausted.
or
Yeah.
something, I'll pop that in.
I knew it was
Motivates me, and
something
I'm like,
that,
all right, let's go.
Yeah, it was something that I couldn't think of it because it was like, what are you doing with your life is one of the things. And I was sitting here like, I know the title has absolutely nothing to do with the part that's playing through my head. So.
Is it normal to you?
Exactly. Exactly. But he's saying he could do it without even being in the credits. He could keep the credits confidential, and it's the message that should be influential. And he's not wrong.
Wonderful leadership quote. I absolutely love it. It's probably my favorite actual leadership quote. Is at the end of the day, a leader should not be praised for being a good leader, but instead the people following them should believe that they did it themselves.
Right.
Amazing fucking quote. And I know I just butchered it. There's actually there's a more technical way that it's said, but that was it kind of summed up. I fucking love that fucking quote.
It's to be able to motivate people and move subtly enough that they thought that it was their idea in the first place.
Right.
And that makes everybody happy, content, proud of themselves, and not feel like they were told what to do, forced into a situation. I mean, that's exactly That's exactly it.
Hard through art, help it reach its potential. And do it from afar, keep the credits all confidential. Damn, where you been at? What you on? They like, where you been at? And what you on? Damn, people tripping off that. I see you out here making moves, but boy, your vision off track. Your rhythm off track. You stuck and you stepped out of line. Got a heart full of poison, a head full of pride, and you look to others for confirmation, fucking up your concentration. What you need to do is find acceptance inside. These are thoughts of a grown man, if not a wise one. I try to turn knowledge to wisdom each day until my mind's numb. I gotta lead by example, instill the shit in my son, and I'ma keep on working on that growth until my time's done.
I absolutely love how he ended that.
Well, and I'm going to say that bass in that's amazing. I really like the beat. It is. I want to pass it on to my son. But again, I like the fact that he mentioned that growth is not something that you ever max out at.
No.
Never.
There's always room for growth somewhere.
And it's because we're not perfect. And therefore, we always have something more that we need to work on to attain. And it should be something, it's self-reflection for ourselves, in ourselves. Not for outside acceptance.
Right.
Yeah. I really like that.
Goddamn.
I did not expect to not like it.
Where
But
have you been? Yeah. He's actually been working a lot on... because he mixes for a lot of other people.
Right.
So I know he's been working on a lot of other
He's doing the
stuff.
stuff he needs to do.
Doing his thing. Doing his thing.
We just love it when he actually drops something for us.
Right.
It's amazing.
Thank you, bro.
Well, and thank you for such a deep track, too.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. Honestly, might be my second favorite Bingx song, behind Big Deal.
Right? Big deal still. Yeah. It's a big deal.
It's
Yeah.
a big deal. Do you love what you do? From 9 to 5. Sorry.
All right. We
Hey,
loved
you put your
it.
time in this shit?
I knew he was. That was what the pause was for.
40 years later.
He
nothing
needed
to
more.
do? I don't know about you, but to me and my God, I got something to prove.
All right then.
Sorry.
If you guys
Told
like
you
that
it's motivational.
reaction,
God damn it. Go listen to it if you haven't already.
there's your
I'm
motivation.
hyped and I'm not even listening to the song. I just...
Yeah, it's replaying right now.
Yeah. Anyways, if you guys liked the video, slash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Comment down below what did you think of Bingx, Thoughts of a Grown Man. Also comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see reaction to. Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other social media platforms, mostly Twitter. If you want a more immediate response, that's also a great place for requests.
Yes. And as always, we love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Cannot wait to see you depraved people later. Bye.